everybody, welcome back. Grognard's Corner, plain Little Round Top, Avalon Hill, 1979 release, and we are stepping into, oh my, is it turn 9 we are stepping into? Wow, already? Jeez, where's time gone? Just having too much fun. All right, Unions start off, and let's just go ahead and start off with the 83rd Pennsylvania, like we usually always do. As you can remember, the 83rd's been in a little bit of trouble. They took some bad, nasty casualties last turn. They got a lot of units that are disrupted, so we need to try to rally them first of all. So let's go ahead and start with that one. So 1, he comes back. And then the 2 units up here from top to bottom. 2, nothing. 4, nothing. Alrighty, and let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they're still within command range. We need to decide what we only got 15 points. Let's see. C and E companies. How are they looking? They've only got 1 step each. You know what? Let's what are we looking at? A and B companies are the 4th Alabama. How are they sitting? 5 steps in there, huh? All right, well, let's see. I think we're going to go ahead and rotate. 3. And then do a free rotate here as well. And I think that's all the command points he's going to spend. All right, actually, I think he spent 3, so he will go ahead and spend 10 more to get those guys back. Maybe they'll give a little bit of a fire support. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the 20th Maine. All right, we've got 1 unit, I believe. Yep, just 1 unit that's disrupted. 4, it's a nothing. All right, so, well, Colonel Chamberlain will go ahead and spend the 5 points to bring him back. Let's see. And I don't think we're going to do any movement. So 5, 9 points for volley fire here. Well, 4 points brings it up to a grand total of 9. And then I believe, let's see, what's Colonel Chamberlain? Oh, we got another unit there that needs to be brought back. Go for them. 6, nope. So he'll go ahead and spend 5 points. So that's 14 so far. And I think that's all he is going to spend. And then Captain Spear, again, we don't really feel like moving anybody, but and these 2 guys can't see anybody, they're out of range, but these guys can. They can see those guys right there, so they go ahead and volley fire. And I think that is going to be it for the command phase, so let's go ahead and jump right into the actual meat of everything. Union phase, that means Confederate defensive fire gets to go first. So, oh, he's got a disrupted, so he's in the lead. He can fire, but he's at -1 strength. So D Company hasn't taken any casualties yet, so they're 3. -1 for the disrupted is 2. And they, either way they fire, it's going to be another -1. 1 for the uphill elevation here, -1 for the wall here. So we'll just go ahead and fire at the wall there. So it's going to be a 1. Is a 1. Actually, that's pretty good. And that's going to be disorganized. Still just not playing out real well for the 83rd Pennsylvania. A company right there is going to go ahead and fire. They've taken 2 step losses. They're going to fire right there, or taken 1 step loss, so they're 2 strength. 2 on a 2 strength is... Oh my, that's another disrupted. Wow, 83rd just can't catch a break at all. So that's all of the, up here, the Confederate defensive fire. So we'll go ahead and go with the Union fire. D Company... Let's see, what's D Company? They're fresh, so they've got 3 points. And they're going to fire here. 3 is a 1. Wow, my dice rolls are just hot today, which is a 1-step loss. And there's no modifiers for terrain or anything. So D Company takes a casualty, and that means they got to take a morale test. And they are a B. They've taken 1 step, so that makes them a C. Disorganized makes them a D. And they have -1 for having an officer in the hex. So basically only a 5 or a 6. 1, nothing. All right. So these 2 companies are going to combine their fire. That's A and B Company, which is a grand total of 3. Actually, B Company has 1 strength point left, -1 for being disorganized, but you never go below 1, so that's still 1. And A Company has taken has got 2 strength points left, -1 for being disorganized is actually a 2. No modifiers for terrain or anything. So 2 is a 3 is a nothing, and then E Company has got 1 point left, or 1 step left, so they got 1. Not good. That is definitely not good. The 83rd is just getting the crap kicked out of them. All right, back to the 20th. Let's see. So we got Confederate fire first. So we're going to have G Company here, the 15th Alabama. They're good, so that's a 4. -1 for firing uphill is a 3. Nothing. 15th Alabama, I Company has taken 1 casualty, so they're 3. They'll fire H Company. Oh no. Ooh, that's going to be at a -2. It's going to be at -2 regardless for firing uphill and behind the wall. So we got 1 point going into H Company, which is a 2, which is nothing. C Company hasn't taken any casualties yet, so... they're going to be 3 points. They're going to be putting... Actually, yeah, these guys are going to combine fire. So 47th A Company hasn't taken any. So they're 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7... Or it's 7. But it's the 7 column, but -2 for firing uphill and behind the wall. So it's going to be a 3 column. Which is a 1. Ooh, there we go. That's a 1. That's 1 casualty on the A Company of the 20th Maine. Okay. And we got to roll for Chamberlain to see if he takes a wound. He does not take a wound. Okay, now I want to check the ammo depletion because, all right. 15th Alabama is really... Okay, so yeah, only a volley fire up for them. Okay, so they need to take a motivation test, so because they took a casualty, they're A, -1 for the casualty is B, -1 for the officer. So yeah, nothing can... 6 is the worst they can roll with a -1 makes it a 5. Nothing will hurt, or no effect, basically. All right, we got D Company out here on the end. D Company hasn't taken any casualties yet. So it's going to be 2, -1 for firing uphill, -1 for behind the wall. Now, does the column shifts go beyond a 1? Attacks shifted to the left of the 1 column are not permitted. All right, so he cannot even fire. Alrighty, so that's the Union fire. Now the Confederate fire, or the Confederate Union fire back. Let's see, C&G Company of the 20th Maine are good, so they've got a grand total of 8, but they can only fire 5 out when they're doing a volley fire, and they're going to fire here, so it's going to be 5 plus 1 column shift for volley fire, which is going to make the 6 to 7 column. A 4, that is a disrupted. So that is a good start. All right, H Company. Let's see, 20th Maine H Company has not taken any casualties, so it's a 4. And they're just going to go ahead and fire there. It's going to be a 4, and 6 is nothing. Let's see, Colonel Chamberlain, A Company has taken a casualty, I believe. Yep. So they're at 2 strength, and they're going to fire there. Which is a 4, which is nothing. These guys are doing volley fire. So 4 and 4 is 8, but they can only get a maximum of 5. And they're going to be firing here. So 5, column shift for volley fire makes it the 6-7 column. And is a 4, which is also another disorganized. And those companies don't have anybody that they can fire at. All right, and no melee was announced, so that's the end of the Union phase. Let's jump over to the Confederate phase and shift back up here. I think command-wise, let's go ahead and try to get that one company of the 4th Alabama. 6-0. All right, and they as well. Nothing. All right, so he's going to spend 10 points to get them back. I think we're going to do a free move with that. And 10, 16 to move there. 19 to move there, and that's all going to be all of his command. 83rd really wants to get up on that ridge. Or the 4th Alabama really wants to push the 83rd off. All right, down here, what have we got? We've got a couple units that need to be, let's see if I can get a little better, closer view. All right, a couple disrupted units here. So right there, 2 is nothing, and then the other company, 1. All right, he gets back. Oops, he did not get back. All right, so 47th Alabama, he's got 25 points. He's going to spend 5 points. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He needs to get them up off the ridge. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 for volley fire, and then 25 for volley fire here. Now, since he gave the same command to 4 contiguous units, he gets his 6 extra points. Should I try to push these guys up more? No, because I won't be able to engage them in melee this time. And they're probably going to take some withering fire from up here anyways. So no, they're done there. All right. 15th Alabama. I think I've got 1 broken guy there. And that's a 5, which is nothing. So Captain Hill is going to spend 5 points to get him back. 5. Now we're going to be a little bit aggressive with these guys. 5 going up the hill is a +1, right? Yes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Do a free rotation. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And since he was issuing move orders, he does have 6 points. I really do need to get myself a little pair of tweezers or a hemostat or something so I can get in there, because it's getting a little bit tough with these guys getting so close. And my OCD making me want to, I gotta have everything nice and neat. I mean, that's why I got them clipped in the first place. I can initiate a melee once. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's initiate a melee with the 4th Alabama, or with that, of course it's the 4th Alabama, those guys right there. All right, Colonel Oates has got 25. So we're going to go, I know my big fat finger's in the way, I apologize. Okay. 7, and then rotate. 14. 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 25, 26. So he gets 31 because he has issued the same order. I'm not gonna get enough. That only leaves me 5 points. You know what? With 5 points left, I go ahead and do a volley fire there. Get really close and do a volley fire. All right. So, go into the shooting phase. Confederates turn, so Union gets to fire first. As we know, we've got 2 points here, so they're going to be blasting into there. 2 is a 2, which is a disorganized. And then, let's see, D Company. I don't think they've taken any casualties yet. No, they have not taken any casualties, so they're going to go ahead and fire right here, which is going to be 3 points. Which is a 3, which is not going to be anything. Nope, not going to be anything. Really got to roll low for any type of casualties with this CRT. All right, let's see. A Company, they've taken 2 points of damage. They're disrupted, so they get 1 point off. Let's go ahead and shoot there. And nothing. And then both of these guys stacked next to each other are going to combine fire and fire into there. So we got D and E companies, which is a grand total of 4. Let's see. Yes, we're firing uphill, so it's -1. So it's on the 3 column. 5, nothing. All right. Okay, let's see. 1, 2. Okay, now we're going to be getting some nasty stuff going on. The question is, I don't think we're going to fire these guys. We want to save those guys volley fire, because remember, these 2 stacks still haven't done their initial volley yet. So I don't think we're going to waste the shot yet there. But we are going to take K Company with its 4 points. I'm going to fire into there. And so for initial volley, makes it the 5 column. 5. Nothing. Such good dice rolls at the beginning. All of a sudden, the dice have just gone all over the place on me. All right, D Company hasn't taken any casualties, so they got 4 points that they're going to put into there as well. 2. Ooh, there we go. That is a 1 casualty on D Company, which hasn't taken a casualty yet. Okay. So, they were a C morale, -1 for the casualty, so that makes them a D. No other modifiers. D morale table is a 2. They're good. All right. So I think what we're going to have now is going to have A and H Company combine fire into there. Let's see. A has taken 1, H hasn't, so it's going to be 6 points. And it's going to be a 1-column shift to the right because the Confederates are initiating melee, so this could be really bad. 5. Ooh, that's actually nothing. Ooh, not good. Not good at all. And then C Company is going to go ahead and blast away into there as well. So they've got 4 points because they haven't had 4 points. 4-column, +1 for attacker initiated melee. 2, there we go. That's a 1 casualty. So it's going to be 1 casualty on I Company. It's going to be a motivation or morale test. So it's going to A, -1 is B. That's the only modifier, so it's a B morale. 2, nothing. All right. So that's it for the Union. Defensive fire. Now for Rebel fire. Let's see. I don't think D Company, since it took a casualty. 1, -1 for the wall, can't do anything. E, 1, -1 for the wall and the elevation, can't do anything. All right, these guys have got volley fire. So they're going to have 5 points combined. And I think they're going to be firing here. So 5 points, +1 column shift for the volley fire. -2 for the elevation and wall. It's going to be a 6, which is nothing, not good. These guys are going to go ahead and volley fire, which I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's going to be 5 into there, which is going to be -1 for or 6 column or +1 for volley fire, -2 for there is no wall in front of that. Oh, so it's only a -1. So it's a +1 -1. Which is a 1, which is a casualty. So C Company takes another casualty. Motivation check. They're A. -1 for the casualty they've taken. Puts them at a B morale. Only a 6. Nope, nothing. All right, let's get the volley fire markers off there. And let's see. Oh, we're still not done. These guys are B and E Company are going to combine their fire. And neither one of them have taken a hit yet. So they're at full strength. So that's a 9. Wow, don't get to see that very often. -1 for firing uphill. So we're looking on the 6-7 column. Don't get that high very often. 4, which is a disrupted. That could have been a little bit better, but we'll take the disorganized. All right, now for the actual melee itself. And these guys are just going to push right up into H Company. So we've got I and K companies. I's taking a hit, so they're at a 7 to a 4, so it's a +3 on the melee results. Let's see. No officers, no flags. Let's see. It's to the 2 because of the wall. All right, so it's just a +2. Come on, let's get something big. 6. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. Motivation, morale tests for everybody across the board. All right, so H Company has not taken any casualties, so they're at an A, so it's going to be just a 6. Actually, it's going to be a 6 for all of them. And so K Company and I Company, I mean, even though they've taken 1 step loss and they're a B, A and B morales are still a 6. Now, Let's see. I believe they are now locked in combat. Because if one side or the other doesn't push out... Continue in melee. If the result of a melee attack leaves opposing units in the hex together, they are considered to be locked in an ongoing battle which will continue into the next player's melee phase. This is known as continuous melee and will continue through successive melee phases until one player or the other holds the hex unopposed. So, alright. So that's one thing. These guys actually pushed up and are now sitting in that hex. So that means they're going to be shooting at each other some more. Not shooting, but fighting each other some more next turn. Oh boy, it's not looking good for the Confederate or the Union forces. I mean, their left flank is about to fall, and the 83rd is having lots and lots of issues. Could we be seeing a complete rewrite of history here, boys and girls? Questions, comments, concerns, complaints, criticisms in the comment section. And I will talk to everybody later. See ya!